Yes, people, and welcome back to another live stream on the channel. It's going to be a short stream today because I am very busy today. However, we will still have a video out for you guys as well. People, if you are joining this stream, make sure you are smashing the like button. You are subscribing to the channel. We have got big topics to talk about in today's show. So make sure you're smashing that like button. You are subscribing to the channel. And yeah, we are going to be talking Darwin Nunez. We're going to be speaking about Bradley Barcola. We're going to be speaking about Florian Wirtz and Milos Kerkez, all in today's live stream. About 45 minutes to an hour. And yeah, let's get these likes up before we get into. But if you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. We're on that road to 1.6k subs, so we're aiming to get there by next week. We're aiming to get there by next week, if that is obviously possible. So let's dive into the news, people. Let's not mess about here. We don't mess about on this channel. Let's dive into it. So everyone can now stop complaining that, oh, is Wirtz done? We don't know if it's done yet. This, and that. People, the deal is done. He is a Liverpool player. I've been telling people for weeks and weeks, he's going to be a Liverpool player. Just relax. Believe Fabrizio Romano, because he's been ahead of the curve in this transfer. Let's dive into it. So Fabrizio Romano has come out and said Florian Wirtz can be considered as a Liverpool player since Tuesday, as revealed. Agreement from club to club done after player signed weeks ago. Formal steps to follow as soon as Florian Wirtz returns from his holiday. So obviously you don't know, he is on holiday right now. So that's why there's not been no medical. There's been no announcement on that side of things. So expect that to probably, be an official announcement when the window's open in about 3 days. So I reckon in the next week or so, you'll probably have your Wirtz announcements that everyone's been waiting for. Not only that, Paul Joyce has also tweeted a couple of things. So Paul Joyce said this. We'll whip up the tweet from Mr. Joyce. People, if you're joining the stream, make sure you're smashing the like button and you are subscribing. This is what he said. Liverpool have agreed a deal with Bayer Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz that could set a new British transfer record of 160 million. The fee is split between 100 million guarantee payment and then bonuses of up to 16 million. So 116 million quid. So he's actually only beat the transfer record, funny enough, by 1 mil. Which is obviously Caicedo holds the record, doesn't he? So, and to be fair, that's in bonuses. So the only way he's actually a transfer record if he actually hits all the bonuses. But yeah, we've got 20 people already inside. People, if you've not hit that like button, make sure you're hitting that like button. It's very important you do so, as we've got quite a lot of things to discuss in today's live. So yeah, let me just check a message from somebody. Bear with. Nope, that person has not replied. Terrific. There we go. So yeah, let's get these likes hit. Let's get subscribing. Paul Joyce is the British transfer. Romano. When it comes to Liverpool, yeah, big up to Darren in the chat. You okay, mates? It's finally over the line. Yep, let's go. Big up yourself, mate. Big up. Yeah, get these likes up, guys. Come on. How many likes are we on? We're on 11 likes. We've got over 20 people watching. So let's get these likes up. Let's get subscribing, guys. It is going to be just a little short stream today, as I have got busy stuff to be getting on with. But back tomorrow. We'll be back with the daily lives. So let's get into it. So he's obviously, that's what he's tweeted. That's not all what Paul Joyce has tweeted, guys, regarding Florian Wirtz. This is interesting. Paul Joyce confirms that Liverpool will now want to sign superstars. Liverpool can now shop in markets that they simply could not when Mane and Salah were recruited in 2016 and 2017. He also followed up with a bit more there. He then also said that Florian Wirtz chose Liverpool over Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and the snaky club that our right back has joined in Real Madrid. When you're big, you're big. Pause. So yeah, that's absolutely massive. He also then follows, it's a massive Paul Joyce update today, guys. Those deals of Malavashvili, Frimpong, Wirtz and Kerkez would see Liverpool spend go far beyond 200 million. Further additions are planned, notwithstanding Slot will seek to trim his squad. There's a lot to dive into. We've already spent 200 million, guys, this summer. We have already spent 200 million this summer. He then also gave an update on the Kerkez situation. Liverpool are spending under their new head coach. Arne Slot will continue with Bournemouth's Milan Kerkez as a key target, with the left back having been valued at £45 million. We all know Fabrizio Romano has also confirmed that he does expect to hear we go on that situation very soon. So I think that situation we can all, relax on. There's no need to stress. Do you know what I mean? As a fan base, we just need to enjoy these moments. Do you know what I mean? Let me just check a couple of things. There we go. Let's get into some more of the comments. This shows that Trent was never intelligent nor a good defender. We will see soon enough. We'll see very soon, mate. Smash the likes and big up, bro. Yep, man. Finally. Afternoon, my man. LFC moving differently. They ain't messing about. Nope, they ain't messing about. They ain't messing about because we're seeing the ambition that people have been crying about for months and years. And now FSG are starting to do that. So there's no reason to complain. When have we ever won a major big trophy and Liverpool followed it up in the window? Never. When we won the league, I thought that transfer window was okay. We signed Thiago, Tsimikas as a backup. We brought in Jota. It was okay, but we still needed a centre-back. But this window is looking like, guys, we're actually doing the areas that we should be solving in. So, yeah, 41 people here. Make sure you are smashing the likes. We are on 16 likes. Let's aim for 25 likes. If you have not hit the like button, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Share it to your mates, your family, your dog, your fish, your cat, even your neighbour. And, enjoy the content. Can't wait till next season. Don't think I've been this excited for years. I'm really excited, guys. I am really excited about this up-and-coming window. This up-and-coming window, this up-and-coming season. I'm so gassed, man, and I cannot wait. Keep the big players coming in, LFC. You never walk alone. Always, brother. Always. Big up to yourself, mate. Always, mate. Always. So, yeah, Kerkez, I expect that to probably be done by next week. Because if I go to my calendar, the window opens on Monday. I expect that to be done next week. And I expect the Wirtz medicals and all that to be done next week. But you know what? Fair play to Fabrizio Romano. He has been on point this window when covering and discussing Liverpool. And obviously, he confirms the Wirtz stuff. But, guys, there's a big Fabrizio Romano bomber I do want to talk about. Smash the likes, subscribe, and let's dive into that. This is interesting. So last night, this is what Fabrizio tweeted. Where is this? Darwin Nunez remains guaranteed exit at Liverpool this summer with Saudi pro clubs keen since January. Understand also Napoli have also made contact in recent days with Nunez on the shortlist, and more talks to follow soon. Darwin open to Saudi European options. So many people thinking he won't go to Saudi or anything like that. Saudi are interested, guys. Saudi are interested. Does this mean we can still maximize the money and everything else that we're going to get, that we're going to sell Darwin Nunez for? Because we have been saying, me personally, I don't care where he goes, right? As long I would rather sell him to the club that's going to pay the most, and most likely that is going to be Saudi. Do you know what I mean? That's why I would prefer to sell him there, and plus it'll be more upfront cash. How far LFC with Etitike? I mean, there's no real updates but on Etitike, mate, since really yesterday, if I'm being honest. Where do you think he would go, mate? Saudi, Napoli, or Atletico? I think if it's a European club, Atletico Madrid. If it's Saudi, it'd be Saudi. And the reason why is I would keep I've said this for a long time, guys. I have a weird feeling that our forward / striker, whoever, is actually going to be playing in the Club World Cup. Now, I'm going to use an example, right? Let's just say Rodrigo at Real Madrid, he's going to be playing in the World Cup. So, for example, I think our striker / winger is going to be at the Club World Cup, and that's why I don't think you're seeing real concrete links or talks with any strikers, because that could be an indication that the player that they like is at the Club World Cup and the team is not going to sell him, because obviously they're going to the Club World Cup and that player can obviously help them get further in the competition, win it, etc., and get them more money. Etitike not going to happen. I don't think Etitike will happen. Would I take him though? Yes, I would. I would still take Hugo Ekitike. I actually like him, guys. I actually do. But guys, we're on 43 people in the building. Let's get these likes up. Let's get subscribing. Let's get smashing that like button on the channel. It is obviously, very important you do so. So make sure you are doing that. And big up to every single person in the chat today. But yeah, I don't think Etitike will happen, if I'm being truly honest. Yeah, I don't think it will happen. I'll be shocked if that happens. But all I know is the Darwin Nunez money is going to be funded our striker. Do you know what I mean? Etitike has similar stats to Nunez. They know this. The thing is, I like Hugo Ekitike for the attributes that he will bring in terms of the link-up play. I actually think he's not bad as a technical footballer. And obviously we all know he's better than Darwin, so I'm taking him, but I don't think Liverpool will pay it. I heard Etitike from Frankfurt people behind the scenes say he's cocky, but could just mean he's confident. Yeah, I don't buy too much into that sort of stuff, if I'm being truly honest with you. 5 more likes until we're on 30 people. Big up to everyone in the building. Big up to everyone in the building. So where's Darwin Nunez going, guys? Where is Darwin Nunez going? This is going to be interesting as to where he's going. But we are going to be speaking about Bradley Barcola, guys, as well, later in the show. We're going to also be speaking back on a couple of other players as well. Let me just check. Let me yeah, there we go. Right. 25 likes. Big up to the old chat, man. Nunez 143 games, 30 goals, 20 assists. Yeah, that's in his overall career, that's not. Let me just check. Yeah, guys, let's get these likes up. Let's get subscribing. What's this? That's poor for a top striker. Yeah, maybe the Italian league would take a chance on Nunez. The only thing is with the Italian league is what I don't like is I'm not confident in them paying decent money for Nunez. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm not confident in them paying the money that I would want and require for Darwin Nunez. Do you know what I mean? But I do expect Darwin Nunez is gone, man. Like, he's gone. I know people have a couple of worries. Oh, is he going to go? Do you know this and that? Darwin's going to be sold. Yeah, I'm going to be absolutely shocked to bits if, Darwin Nunez isn't sold in the this summer, alongside with Chiesa, etc. I think Chiesa goes back to Italy. I don't think Darwin does. I think Darwin goes Saudi. You need to be scoring 1 every 2 games, min, to be a top striker. Yep. That is facts. The only thing with Darwin that we always used to credit him for, even when he didn't score, was cause chaos and stuff like that. And he doesn't even do that anymore. Do you know anything when he was like causing problems for defenders, getting in behind and stuff like that? He doesn't even do that. So yeah, he's gonna be gone in the summer. So I don't think there's no reason for this fan base to be panicking or even worrying about Darwin not, being sold or anything like that. What else did I want to bring up on bookmarks? Also, guys, just a quick little one as well. Paul draws to confirm that Dutch legend Giovanni van Bronckhorst, close to joining Liverpool, coaching setup would replace John Hitita on Arne Slot's staff. So yeah, he's a big part of the backroom staff. Probably come next season. Obviously, our assistant has gone now. And yeah, again, big up to Fabrizio Romano, man, because this window he has been reliable. And that is why when he is reporting news on Jarell Kwanzaa, when he's reporting news on Darwin Nunez, I'm taking it with full value because he's been really reliable. I mean, he's always somewhat reliable. I'm not saying he's like a fraud, but he is. He's been pretty reliable with Liverpool. And yeah, that is actually kind of funny that Real Madrid were all interested in him. Let me just check. Yeah, guys, if you are subscribing, make sure you do to stay up to date with the latest Liverpool content. Let me just check a couple of more things. Where did I get to in the chat? I think Darwin had no confidence in the end of the season. I think Darwin's not had confidence for a while, if I'm being truly honest. Nunez could be a superstar, but not in the English Premier League. EPL is the hardest league in the world. Yep. When's his medical? What, Florian Wirtz? I expect it to be next week. He's on his holidays right now. Do you know what I mean? And I expect that to probably be next week. But yeah, guys, we're 3 likes away from 30. So if you haven't done, make sure you're smashing that like button. You are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you do so. Kerkez, here we go. Prediction. When do I think we'll see it here? Kerkez, here we go. I think we see a Kerkez, here we go. Next week. I think we see both Wirtz medical and announcements next week. And I think that will be the same for Kerkez. If I'm being honest with you, mate. I won't worry too much. Bournemouth have brought in their 2 left backs now, guys. Bournemouth have brought in their 2 left backs. So in terms of that, there's no worry in that regards. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, but make sure you are smashing that like button and you are subscribing to the channel. We've got over 40 people inside. Big up to the chats, as always. Let's get into some more of these comments. Only once Nunez starts missing chances, the media got on his back. That's the end for him. It was the end when people compared him to Erling Haaland. Any ideas of a top striker? Who do you think? I mean, the top strikers I want are not obtainable. They're not obtainable. They're not obtainable. Like, you look at your Isaacs, your Gyökeres's, etc. They're not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Isaac, age 25, 34 matches, 23 goals, 6 assists. Gyökeres, 20. Yeah. Yep. And to be fair, before people say Gyökeres, will flop in the Prem, he's got a very good record in the Champions League. Isak's my dream. Then it will go. My top 3 is Isak, Alvarez, Isak, Alvarez, Gyökeres, Lisandro Martinez. Big up to yourself, mates. They will be around about my choices, if I'm being honest. Osimhen. I'm talking Osimhen, yeah. Osimhen would be in there, but we ain't going to sign Osimhen. There's more of a chance of us signing Isak than Osimhen, in my opinion. I think the overall wage structure of him and the stuff that he has going on his personal life and stuff like that he brings, I don't think Liverpool would particularly fancy it, if I'm being honest. That's just an opinion. I think at TK, if we get the price down. If we get the price down, I actually think it probably will be at TK, to be honest. I do actually agree with you on that. I do. I actually do think it will be Ekatike. Alright, let's go through some more of the chat. Anything on Van Bronckhorst trying to slot? Sure, fake news is confirmed. Paul Joyce has confirmed it. If we can get the price down to 65, yep, I think Liverpool would entertain that price. If I'm being honest. Let's do a poll. Would you take yes? No. Right, guys, we got another topic. I've just started a poll. There we go. Would you take Barcola at Liverpool? Let me know. Football transfer rumours. Liverpool to spend 100 million on PSG Bradley Barcola. And this is the Guardian that everyone was talking about that came out. Its wing is special for today's little market, starting with Liverpool's willingness to spend 100 million on Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola on his slot, already signed Jeremy Frimpong, and is set to add creativity in the form of Florian Wirtz. Naturally, there is not a bottomless pit at the cash of Anfield, so they are willing to openly selling Luis Diaz, Jota, and Darwin to fund the spending. Yes. So what are people saying to this? Brother Barcola, are you taking him? I like him. I do think he's still raw. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets moved on, because it's looking like Doué is going to be the main man going forward now instead of Brady Barcola. This season, 17 games, 3 goals, 4 assists in the champs. In the French Cup, he got 4 goals. In Ligue 1, he got 14 goals and 10 assists. I don't think he's put up pretty bad numbers, if I'm being honest. I'm taking him. But I'm not taking him from Jamal. That could be a striker we are looking at that we are not even thought of. I think the striker situation is getting resolved after the Club World Cup. And I know Liverpool aren't going to the Club World Cup, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm trying to say is my reasonings as to why I think the Club World Cup is because I've got a feeling, guys, we're interested in someone who's at the Club World Cup. And obviously we can't get him because they've gone to the World Cup. I don't see us getting Barcola. PSG also, for what it's worth, would not want to sell him. I don't think they'll sell him, but I'll definitely take him. I'm just reporting on what the news is, mate. I take Barcola as it's a cool name and look good on the shirt, lol. Who's next to Liverpool to sign? Kerkez, mate. Or maybe Bubble Boot Frame, lol. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we've got 46 people in the building. We're 1 like from 30. If you have not subscribed, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. We are 2 subscribers away from 1,530. So we want to make sure we get there by next week. By next week is the target. Also, we have got coming on Monday is a channel rebrand. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be going down on Monday. A completely new routine for YouTube, and I'm hoping it's going to work. You still holding out for Gordon, mate? Gordon is my number 1, who I want. Gordon is the guy who I want as my number 1, and I'm gonna still die on that hill, if I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? But I don't take too much into the Bradley Barcola rumours, if I'm being truly honest. I don't think. I'm not saying there's not a chance we sign him, but it's just something I don't see Liverpool doing. I just don't see Liverpool moving for a player like him. I just don't. Do you know what I mean? But that's just an opinion. I won't take too much into the rumours. We'll see what else we've got to do today. It is a short stream today because I have got to nip out. Then I've got to quickly record a video for something. So we'll do another 15 minutes. It's going to be a quick 45-minute stream. I thought I'll just hop on, keep up the daily content. So far, I've streamed every day for the past month, and I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to grind this channel as much as I possibly can. But what did I want to bring up? Also, by the way, I just want to say thoughts and prayers go out to the people that was affected in the Air India flight. If you've not seen it, yeah, thoughts and prayers, man. That's it's kind of sad, very sad. Also, back onto Darwin. Apparently, AC Milan have asked for information about Darwin Nunez. So now that Liverpool are basically near enough said Darwin Nunez is going to be leaving, it's actually turning out there's actually going to be quite a lot of suitors, which I'm not going to complain. So far you got Napoli, Al Hilal, I can see maybe returning, Atletico Madrid. So you got 3-4 clubs there. Who's in the race from? I think Gordon Gibbett was all in as a Liverpool fan. I would love Anthony Gordon at Liverpool. I just think he would be unbelievable for us. I really, really do. That's just an opinion. Barcola is good, but I think more realistic is Anthony Gordon, mate. If that's more realistic, mate, I'm taking it, mate. Newcastle wants Harvey Elliott. Could Elliott plus 10, 15 mil for Gordon if Diaz... Wait. Barcola is good, but more realistic options Gordon. Newcastle want Harvey Elliott. Could do Elliott plus 10, 15 million pounds for Gordon. I don't think they would accept that, mate. They'll probably, if they want Harvey Elliott was doing it for a swap deal, they would probably say Harvey Elliott plus 40, 50. Depends on how much they value him. Is anyone in AC Milan we could swap Darwin Nunez for? Would you take Rafael Leao? I mean, if Reinders was there. Italian football club suit Nunez. I think he would do okay there. If I'm him, I'm just going Saudi and I'm collecting the bag. That's just an opinion. If I'm being truly honest, there's some stuff, so I want to bring up. But this is interesting. This is what I wanted to bring up. We'll come back to Darwin. Paul Joyce did confirm. I brought this up at the start of the show. So if Paul Joyce is confirming that Liverpool are elevating their, what's the word, interests in higher quality players rather than players that we have to work and improve them type. This is interesting because we've done this now with Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is a world-class 22-year-old superstar. You could argue he's the best in the world in his position over the past 2 years. You take him on Musiala, take your pick, argue over it, right? But the fact that Liverpool now are not only breaking deals for their wage structure, they're doing it for the actually bringing in players as well. This is just such an exciting time to be a Liverpool fan. There's no reason to not be negative. You know, I get why people can have concerns. Okay, that's always fair enough. However, get behind this team because next season, I believe, is truly going to be special again. I think next season is truly going to be special, and I cannot wait. And that should be the same for every single person in this chat. By the way, people, we've got over 40 people in the building. Let's get these likes up. Let's get subscribing. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you have subscribed because we are doing daily content over here all over the summer. I'm going to try and stream every single day from now until the end of the window. And now, bear in mind, that'll be a bit of the Premier League season. As well, I want to challenge myself. Every day we're going to be doing a stream. That could be a quick 45-minute stream, just quick daily news topics. And then we could do your 3-4 hour streams that we've done quite a few times. And also we do bring out daily, roundup videos and also the shorts for bite-sized content. So if you like your bite-sized content, you just want to know what the quick Liverpool news, 60 seconds, go on to the shorts. If you want to watch a 10-minute video, you can watch the 10-minute video. If you want to watch a long period of content, you can watch the live streams. We're providing everything on this channel. So, yeah, big up to every single person that is watching. Smash the likes and subscribe. I just want Kerkez to get done so we can have the idea of who the next signing is. I actually think, this is a prediction, guys. This is an opinion. This is what I think. I think, in my opinion, Liverpool now are going to be waiting until they get the outgoings done. So I think we're going to get Kerkez done this week. Here we go, boxed. Wirtz, medical, box, announcement, cool. Then I think it's going to be spending time on the outgoings. Get your Darwin Nunez, your Kostas Tsimikas, your Harvey Elliott's, Your Kerkez is probably unfortunately okay, but we're still keeping the song, of course. Do you know what I mean? However, do you know the Kerkez song? If you tweak a couple of words, that could work for Wirtz, you know. But if the board of Elliot has 50 million or near that, and with PSR Gordon being a Liverpool fan, Newcastle might think we get Gordon. I thought Newcastle have solved their PSR issues, no? Have Newcastle not solved them? I thought they've sold them. What's the possibility of Kerkez? I mean, he's going to be a Liverpool player, mate. There's no doubt about that. He is going to be a Liverpool player. And yeah, I would not worry about that, mate. I genuinely would not stress at all, in my opinion. Yeah, I would not stress. However, let's have a look at the poll. I asked 11 minutes ago, would you take Barcola at Liverpool? 70% said yes, 22% no. The thing is, are you guys taking him for 100 million though? I bet the answers certainly do change then. We definitely get a striker. 100%. We're still good. Guys, I'm not concerned one bit. I think Liverpool signed 2 more players this window. I think Liverpool signed 2 more players, and those are being a striker. Let me just a striker and a centre back. Let me know what you think. That is an opinion. I think Newcastle need to sell still if they get a few players. Yep. Smash the likes and subscribe. How many subs are we on? Big up the old chat always, man. Big up to the chat as always. 1 sub from 1,530 guys. Big up, man. Big up to this community. I want Barcola. I would take Barcola, but I think the likelihood of us getting him is unlikely, in my opinion. That's just an opinion that I have, if I'm being truly honest. Let's see what else we've got to go through in today's show for you. Apparently, by the way, Mbeumo could be going to Tottenham. Whoa. I'm not saying that as in like, whoa, gold Tottenham going to be scary, but yeah, Man United, man, in the mud again. This is also what Paul Joyce has said, that those deals, Malavashvili, Frimpong and Wirtz, Kerkez, will see Liverpool spend as go far as 200 million. And further additions are planned, notwithstanding Slot will seek to trim his squad. So Liverpool are spending big, guys, and that is indicating to me that we don't even need to spend big because we're doing the outgoing type of stuff. Liverpool are spending big, guys. They are meaning absolute business this summer. We are on it's Friday the 13th, right? Funny enough, I'm actually going to the cinema tonight, and I'm actually watching a horror film on Friday the 13th. I don't know how that's going to go. But it's Friday the 13th, right? This window doesn't shut. How many days till the 1st of September? 80 days. We've still got 80 days of this window. And when's pre-season? The 7th of July? The 7th of July is when pre-season is. That's in 24 days. And then our first game's the 13th? So in 30 days. Do I think Liverpool will have all their business done in 30 days? I mean, look, you never know. I think it's unlikely due to the fact of the Club World Cup, because the Club World Cup a lot of teams aren't going to be doing as much business because they're going to be focused on the Club World Cup. So there is players we want who are playing at the Club World Cup. We're basically going to have to wait and finish because they're obviously not going to sell them because they're like, look, this player could help me get to the final, get more money, win the competition, stuff like that. That's why I think it's probably going to take a little bit longer, just due to the fact of that, and obviously plus the outgoings as well. Do you know what I mean, people? But yeah, let's get these likes smashed. Let's get subscribed. I'm going to do another 5 or so minutes, and then I've got to record a video. Then I've got to be nipping out all day. But we'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you are smashing that like button and you are subscribing, guys. We got 2 likes away from 40, so let's aim to hit that in today's show. If we do business with Newcastle, but only for one player, I would actually prefer Alexander Isak. Proven Premier League experience. Name one thing that's not negotiable in terms of transfers. What do you mean? In terms of non-negotiable? In terms of what? About Isak or Newcastle? You'd have to explain a bit more there, mate. Exactly. A lot is still going to happen. A lot's going to happen. We've got outgoings still yet to go, guys. We've still got outgoings to sort. Outgoings are going to be sorted. We've got to, sort out that. Do you know what I mean? Top players might see us getting Wirtz and be like, wow, I like the project. I like what Liverpool are doing. I want to go there. Might be easier to get to players now than before. One thing to take into consideration, people, is this. Arne Slot is the one that convinced Florian Wirtz to come to Liverpool. And this is a manager that everyone said, you're going to fall off. Slot's got no pull. Klopp's gone. You're finished. Well, Slot has managed to lure away the best 10 in world football. Him or Musiala, take your pick. One of the best, if not the best 10 in world football, who's 22 years of age, face of Adidas, superstar in Germany, went unbeaten with Bayer Leverkusen last season, managed to lure him away from Real Madrid, Manchester City's Pep Guardiola, by the way, and obviously Bayern Munich, which we know the circumstances there when it comes to German players, they tend to go over there, right? This is where Arne Slot deserves absolutely massive credit this summer. Credit to Richard Hughes, credit to Michael Edwards, credit to John W. on all the backroom stuff and stuff like that, but especially Arne Slot, man, because that was another thing he got battened with and criticised, saying he's got no pull. Good luck in the transfer market when you're signing bums. Well, yeah. Well, if you think Florian Wirtz is a bum, then if I'm you, then you're a bum. So Rivals and everyone else that said that about Arne Slot and everything else can absolutely hold that. Big up to Slot, man, my manager. Liverpool are very popular in Germany. That's why Wirtz chose Liverpool. Yeah, but come on, it's Bayern Munich, mate, in Germany. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, people, if you want to got any more questions in, get them in. Smash the likes. We are 2 likes away from that. And also, we've hit it 1,530 subs. Next week, we are going to be absolutely pushing for 1.6k. That is a target. Big up to every single person, man, that is tuning in, that is liking the streams, that is supporting the channel. It does go a long way. But people, that is the end of today's show, by the way. I do apologize, I can't go for longer. We are gonna, should we rate someone? Because I have got to nip out, unfortunately. I know, it's sad. But we are going to rate views on sport. Make sure you show him some love. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. I appreciate you all so much, man. Thank you for the love and support. We've got a video that will be out later. Up the Reds. Wirtz is a red. Kerkez next. Darwin. Bye.